Hi guys, my name is Christine, and today I'm talking about what most life coaches keep secret from you. Okay, so basically, any life coach who is worth their grain of salt will teach you these things, and you will know if you found yourself a good life coach. Okay, so I've got like 5 things I want to talk about, which I'll leave up here so you can see all of them straight away. And also a bonus additional thing that kind of ties all these things together, okay, which is like the main secret of what life coaches keep from you or keep secret from you, right? Because you do get a lot of coaches out there that are kind of doing a lot of gimmicks, for example, like get rich quick schemes, things like that. So anyway, let's get into these 5 things that most life coaches will keep a secret from you, okay? So the first one is that success may take a decade or at least a lot longer than you think. So if you come across a life coach and they're saying that they can transform your life in 30 days, or they have this program that you only need to pay this amount of money for, and your life will become actualized, right? Or whatever it is that they're trying to sell, be very skeptical of that, right? Sometimes these courses and things can have some little nuggets of wisdom in there, but don't believe anything that's selling you you will transform your life in 30 days or whatever it is, okay? Because it's most likely not, right? So success is going to take a lot longer than you think. And there's a good quote by Tony Robbins, and that is, he said it's something like this. I'm paraphrasing quite a lot, right? And that is, most people underestimate what they can do in a decade, but overestimate what they can do in a year. So this is why you see a lot of people when they go to New Year's, making New Year's resolutions, thinking, yeah, I'm going to make all these things happen in 1 year. And usually it's going to take a lot longer than that. Obviously, it depends on the goal. But if you've got like a big grand goal, like I'm going to have a multi-million-dollar business in 1 year, I'm not saying that you can't do that, but usually most of the time for the general population, it's going to take a lot longer than that. Okay, so success is going to take a lot longer than you think. Okay. Another thing that a life coach may keep from you is you must be self-disciplined. This is why you should never buy anything that is supposed to be like transformative within like 7 days or 5 days, or you've just got to take this course and everything will change for you, right? Because most likely it's not. Like if you want to really get good at something and you want to become the best in your field, whatever it may be, you're going to have to be self-disciplined, and that means you've got to be doing it on a very regular basis. It may be something that you have to do every single day, or it might be something that you have to do at least every Monday to Friday, right? After you get home from work or before work or something like that. It's like exercise. There's so many videos now when it's like 5-minute abs, things like that. It's like, if you want to get fit and things like that, it's going to take a while. Like you've got to get your nutrition right. You've got to exercise regularly. You've got to lift weights. You've got to do all of those things. And it's going to take time. Like it's not going to take you a few days to get abs or 5-minute abs or whatever it may be. It's going to take you a while, right? Especially if, for example, you're overweight and you need to lose fat first. You need to focus on losing the fat first on your body before you can start seeing any abs underneath and things like that. I'm not an expert when it comes to fitness and exercise and nutrition. My nutrition isn't the best always, right? I do tend to splurge sometimes on different things, like at least a couple of times a month. So I'm not perfect, right, when it comes to that sort of thing. So I'm not the best qualified to talk to you about that sort of thing. But I think everyone knows that it takes self-discipline and it takes working out a lot in order to get a really good body, right? And you must be self-disciplined. And that doesn't have to be just for exercise. You have to be disciplined if you're trying to create a business. You have to be disciplined if you're trying to have a successful blog, or you want to become an influencer and be like famous on TikTok or famous on YouTube or whatever it is. You need to work at it, and you need to work at it a long time. You need to discipline yourself to do it. So another thing is that it's not going to be cute. And what I mean by that is, if you're working towards something and you want to be really good at it, let's say you want to make a lot of money from it or whatever it may be, you're going to be spending a few days when, your hair's messy, you're in sweatpants and you're on your computer, right? It's not always going to look Instagram perfect, right? It's not always going to look Pinterest perfect. You know, you're going to have days that are not cute, right? When you've just got to work and you've got to be at your computer for 12 hours or whatever it may be, right? Whatever it is for you, right? It's like when you go and exercise, everyone knows when you have a workout, it's not cute, right? You're sweating. You got, if you're a woman, you've probably got like a messy bun. You're wearing clothes that maybe not exactly very attractive because they might be too baggy or what, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's not always going to be cute. You're not always going to look Instagram ready, okay? If you're really working hard towards something, right? Because sometimes, you know, getting yourself looking good, to do something, is sometimes just a waste of time, and it's better to just get on with your work, right? You're not always going to have a few extra hours to look good and things like that. Especially if you're a woman watching this, you might not have a lot of time. If you're really working hard on a business or something like that to do that kind of thing, you might need to, you know, just skip it and just get to work, basically. Another thing that coaches keep secret from you is you're going to have better days than others. I see sometimes life coaches, either like something gets promoted to me like on Facebook or Instagram, sometimes even TikTok, you know, you see like this person talking about, you know, this product that they have, and they're coaching it, and they're kind of putting off this persona, or putting off this image rather, that everything's going to be perfect and you're going to be amazing and everything's going to be great, and you know, you're going to have the perfect life, right? A lot of people out there trying to sell that to you. You can have the perfect life where every day is happy. It's not always going to be the case. You can have better days than others. You can have days when you're like looking at your PC or your laptop or whatever it is that you need to do, and you're going to be like, oh God, I'm dreading today. I really don't want to do it. But then you get yourself to work and you do it anyway, right? You're going to have days like that where you're just sort of like staring at what you need to do and like going, oh no, I just don't want to do anything today. You're going to have days like that, okay? It's going to be tough. Obviously, you're going to have better days as well. You're going to have days where you're super motivated, you feel great, but you're also going to have days where you're not motivated, where you kind of, that's why you need to get really clear on what your why is, because when it comes to those moments where you're like, oh God, I really don't want to do it, you need to remember that why. You need to remember why you're doing it, because if you forget or you don't remind yourself regularly of why you're doing something, then when it comes to that point where, you know, you can choose comfort or to actually take action, you're going to choose comfort if you don't have those answers readily available to you as to why you want to do this, okay? So the fifth and last thing is, you know, you must be persistent. It may take 1,000 attempts for you to get like a good amount of success. So for example, it may take writing 1,000 blog posts for one of those blog posts to go viral, or it could be like a YouTube video or a TikTok. It may take 1,000 videos for you to get to that point, right? But the point is that you have to keep on going. You have to keep on throwing out attempts after attempts after attempts, and eventually one of them will stick, okay? You know, this was something that I heard about in Brian Tracy's program called The Luck Factor, right? The luck factor really is about, it's just you keep on going. You know, it's kind of like in sales where you just keep on cold calling clients all the time until you get that yes. You know, sometimes you may have to go through 10 people or 100 people before you get that yes. But the point is that you keep on going, right? You keep on throwing out attempts after attempt after attempt. And the good thing is that that's all you need to keep on doing. Just keep on creating content, keep on creating whatever it is that you need to do, keep on calling up the potential clients. If you keep on doing that, you will get some yeses. You will get some viral posts. You will, because you keep on going at it. You keep on making the content. You will get there eventually, and that's the cool thing. All you need to do is just keep on throwing attempts out there. You'll get there eventually. One of these times, one of your videos, one of your posts, one of your cold calls, you're gonna get a good one, right? And it's gonna stick and it's gonna work. Okay, so essentially, then the big secret, right, that a lot of life coaches don't tell you, especially these ones that are using a lot of gimmicks, is life coaches make it look easy, but it is not. Right? Doing whatever it is that you want to do, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're trying to change your life in some way, you're trying to get more money, you're trying to create something, maybe you've got like a startup that you're trying to, you know, it's going to be a lot harder than you think. It's not going to be easy, right? And there's no quick way to get it, right? It seems these days that we live in a much more softer society, right? And a lot of people give up after the first hurdle, right? You don't want to be one of those people. And I'm sure if you're watching a video like this, then you're not one of those people anyway. But, you know, we need to keep on doing attempt after attempt. We need to be self-disciplined. We need to keep on going, keep on doing an attempt after attempt, and you'll get there. So I made a 30-day workbook, right? It sounds like one of those gimmicks that life coaches do. But basically, this is basically the workbook is like to-do list. There's usually like a little exercise, but the point of the workbook is to get you to work on your goals, get you to work on your daily things every single day, right? For 30 days. Okay. Now, is that going to give you life-changing results? Probably not. But what it will do is it will get you into the habit of taking action on your goals every day. Give you some progression on your to-do list. So each day I get you to write out your to-do list in this 30-day workbook. And by the end of the 30 days, some of those habits will have at least stuck a little bit more, so you can keep on going. And the great thing is that because it's electronic, you can print it off, and you can print it off again and again and again. And it's not even as much as a regular paperback these days. Okay, it's only like about £10. It's not much at all, and it will help you get on with your goals, get on with your to-do list every day. And there's always a little bit of an exercise for you to do at the beginning. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and that's also where you'll find that workbook on the shop page. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.